God damn it! I'm gonna kill him! Pull the 50. Pull the
At the critical moment, the police removed the spike strip, giving David a chance to escape. But they had no idea. The prison warden and David were actually on the same side. He had voluntarily helped David break out of prison, just so David could uncover the truth behind his son's death. It turned out, David had once been accused of killing his son with a baseball bat, but it was completely a wrongful accusation. Recently, his sister-in-law Rachel accidentally took a photo, and in the image, his son, who had already been declared dead, suddenly appeared. Only then did David realize he had been framed. Now the only person he could rely on was Rachel. With her help, he successfully shook off all pursuers. However, the FBI soon learned about the prison break and immediately sent agents to investigate.
Any of this adding up for you?
Not even a little. Burroughs is a model prisoner. He hasn't had a single incident report in 5 years. And then all of a sudden, the last 3 days, he nearly beats an inmate to death, tries to kill a guard, and escapes.
So what happened 3 days ago?
David had been in prison for 5 years, and no one had ever come to visit him. But 3 days ago, his sister-in-law Rachel suddenly appeared on the visitation list. Soon after that, David escaped from prison. The police quickly pulled the surveillance footage to see what they had talked about, but the video file would not open. The female officer thought the file was corrupted and tried to fix it herself, only to discover there was nothing wrong with it. It had simply been deleted a few hours earlier.
Don't look at me. I took one online class to learn the system. One.
Who's got access to the files?
Any officer can access them.
That narrows it down.
Who escorted Burroughs down here?
Officer Weston.
The same Ted Weston that Burroughs attacked last night?
Yeah.
Where's Officer Weston now?
He went home this morning.
Go to Officer Weston's house and drag his ass back here.
The police found that Wes had already returned home, so they planned to question him there. But by that time, David and Rachel had already arrived at his house first. Reese had attempted to assassinate David multiple times before, so someone must have been ordering him to silence the target. David suspected that person was the same mastermind who kidnapped his son and planted a fake body to frame him. He gripped his weapon tightly and carefully infiltrated Wes' house, but after searching the place, it was completely empty. The next second,
Don't move, asshole! Okay. You put the gun down, do it now!
Okay. Yeah, okay, easy.
Slowly.
Okay.
Turn around.
Weiss never expected the visitor to be David. He thought he had failed the assassination again, and that the mastermind was coming to punish him. David demanded to know who was behind everything, but Weiss only said it was someone they could never afford to mess with. Soon Rachel heard a gunshot. She rushed inside to check, and found a body on the ground. But it was not David, it was Wes.
He shot himself.
Make a left right here. 7025.
Before the agents arrived, David quickly left the scene, but as they prepared to drive away, they were still exposed. Now he had to find proof of his innocence as soon as possible. Otherwise, the misunderstanding would only grow worse. Luckily, he had taken Wes' phone, the one used to contact the mastermind. At least the trip was not wasted. And sure enough, soon after, that phone received an unknown call. David answered it, and the voice on the other end immediately called his name.
I heard you paid Officer Weston a visit. Police think you killed him.
Where's Matthew?
Oh, David. Your son died 5 years ago. You beat him to death, remember?
I'm gonna find you.
Even if you did, it wouldn't matter. In fact, you think it would shows how naive you are. How little you understand what you are up against.
David did not care how difficult the road ahead would be. He and Rachel fled to New York, because the neighbor Mrs. Wen, who had testified that he buried the murder weapon, had moved there. David planned to visit her early the next morning, and ask her face-to-face why she gave false testimony back then. But what he did not know, was that the police had already found the files he secretly hid in his cell.
He circled this name, Lily Winslow.
That's the witness who saw him bury the bat. Her testimony helped put him away.
If he killed Weston to settle the score, she might be next.
From this, the police deduced his possible destination, and immediately moved in to capture him. At the same time, the mastermind behind the framing also learned of his escape, and issued a bounty order, trying to silence him forever.
Yes, I understand.
Now both the police and the mastermind are heading toward New York. Can he escape the encirclement, and can he get the truth from Mrs. Wen? I am 6069. See you next time.